Morning everybody, Mike from FisherMN here, back at it. It's a third day in a row of an early morning wake-up call, and I love it. I'm at a brand new lake for myself. It's one that my dad used to fish. He had a buddy who lived on this lake, so I know a little bit about it. It's a very clear lake. I think this early morning will help us have a little bit of stealth in that clear water. Today is just a day to catch some fish. Yesterday was the day of catching also. I was at Favorite Lake, but now I'm in the Mille Lacs area today, and I'm just looking to go out and test out this new lake and see what I can find. If there's some big panfish, I might even keep some to bring home for a meal. There's only one way to find out what's in the lake. We're gonna get out there, we're gonna try to catch some fish. Let's go fishing. All right, we are on the water. Good morning, everybody. Look at how beautiful that sunrise is. Great to be out. I think, since I don't really know this lake that well, we'll just kind of work our way around, see what it has to offer. I actually put on a chapo. You whopper plopper fans, got the chapo on today. I don't know if you can see, but that mist coming off the water, that's awesome. Hey, there's a fish. First fish on a new lake. What have we got? We got ourselves a nice bass. All right. All right, we have ourselves our first bass. Good sign. Just catching fish today. If we get a monster, we might weigh it or measure it. Or we're just out catching fish. It's my first fish ever on the chapo. Let me know in the comments, do you use the chapo? Do you prefer the whopper plopper? Something I did grab, because my thumbs are in rough shape, are some sun gloves that might protect as I'm handling fish. Hopefully I'll have a lot to handle. I don't know if I mentioned it, but it's 50 degrees. And what is it? It's July 11th? 12th. It's July 12th and it's 50 degrees. There's a fish. Throwing back to where I think it comes up a little bit. Looks like we got a little northern. Ooh, let's hope we're not going to have a day of little northerns. We love any fish we catch, but those are tiny. Try a chatterbait. Let's see if we can get up on where it comes up a little bit. It's 11.9 here and pretty straight across on the bottom. Well, fish on. All right. Hey, we're getting some bass. I'm liking that. Not just all small northerns. Shows how great Favorite Lake is, because all those little bass on Favorite Lake are like a pound or a pound and a half and just chunky as heck. These little guys are small. Fish on. That's a little bigger hit. Alright, we'll net that guy. Alright, probably second biggest of the day. Getting there. Fun to catch him on topwater, that's for sure. Oh, fish on. Oh my goodness. Attack of the half pounders. Maybe quarter pounders. All right, panfish. We've got 8 feet and a pretty clear bottom right here. Let's see what's down there. Well, oops. I got a good picture of the fish. This is the, let's see, we've caught a fish on the white chatterbait, blue jackhammer, black and blue, chopo, yellow gulp, and the crankbait here, the Arashi crankbait. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 different ways so far to catch a bass or a northern. So I'm going to use this storm a little while longer because I just caught that nice bass. But I think we're going to challenge ourselves today and see how many lures we can catch a bass or a northern with. Arashi squarebill is the 5th thing I've caught a fish on. So I'm going to change up and see if we can catch it on another lure. So let's keep track today. This is the 5th lure that I've caught a bass or a northern on. This MEP spinner will be number 6 if we can catch fish on it. So I've had some long days in the kayak and some really good fishing lately. And today, it just came out to have a little bit of fun. And Garrett, there we go. We got another lure. All right, this next one is similar to the Arashi, but a different crankbait. We're just pulling things out of the old tackle box. We'll see if we can catch fish on it. Clear out the tackle box and see if we can catch one with everything. Fish on. Call it our one cast crankbait. Rolling in. There we go. Lure number 7. All right, we got a thunder cricket on here. I'm guessing this one will be successful. I'll probably lose track of the count, so I'll put up here somewhere the number of lure. I think we're on, this would be 8 if we catch a fish. And right on cue. Oh! Can't count that one, didn't get in the boat. Alright, we're back in some weeds now. See if we can pick up another fish on the thunder cricket. There we go. I'm pulling. We got a nice bass. A really nice bass. Alright, for a day of small fish, we got our second decent bass here. Thunder cricket. Alright, the problem is, now that we got a nice fish on it, we're going to change our lure. That's about a 2.5, maybe close to a 3-pounder. Moving on from the thunder cricket. Alright, here we go. We got a little kind of blade bait from Rapala. See if this can get us another fish. How about first cast? There we go. All right, the one cast wonder Rapala blade bait put away. What can we do next here? Looks like I've got a kind of a mini crankbait. Crawfish style. Let's see if this small crankbait can get a fish to bite. Ah, first cast. That is a tiny northern, but it's a fish. There it is. All right, crankbait, you got to go back in the tackle box. What's coming out next? Well, we went with small. Let's go with the bigger crankbait. Same kind of color pattern. It's an Arashi. It's called their silent crankbait. It doesn't have any rattles in or anything. All right, back at it. Got our kind of rattle trap on. See if we can get a bass or a northern. There we go. Oh, and he's off. Should have netted him. Fish on. All right. Little guy, but counts. All right, gotta change out the rattle trap. All right, jig's turn. See if we can catch a fish on a jig. And oh, he spit it. We had a fish on a jig. Gotta get him in the boat. Fish on. All right, northern on the jig. There it is, northern on the jig. All right. All right, it's time for a big old sunfish squarebill. Not SpongeBob SquarePants, sunfish squarebill. See if we can get a fish on this guy. All right, let's go explore some new areas of the lake. We're gonna head to that shore. All right, new area of the lake here. Let's see what this shoreline gives us. About 10 feet right here. Casting in shallower. Fish on. All right. We got one close to the mouth, so we're gonna count it. All right, another lure. We are switching. We're in a new area. Very hopeful that it's going to be a good active area. All right, final spot of the day before we head out. Let's see if we can get a couple more fish in the boat. Kind of the area where I started out today. Fish on. Well, this one's quite a rattler. All right, similar to a rattle trap. Lure number, whatever it says up there. Hopefully we'll get a fish. Fish on. Ooh, we got a nice bass. All right. Looked a little bigger while it was out there, but on a day of catching some smaller fish, that's a good one. Definitely seems like, even though they're biting on just about everything today, color does kind of matter. The orange colors have caught either just small northerns, or I have one that hasn't caught anything yet. But when you get these kind of perch or panfish colored lures, absolutely we're getting them. There we go. So you know what? We've gone through most of the tackle box. Jigs have worked, bladed jigs have worked, blade baits have worked, rattling style baits have worked. Even the topwater Chopo worked. There's only one lure that has not worked yet. Mep spinner worked too. That's right, we had a Mep spinner on. It's time to give this Arashi crankbait one more shot. Can we get this guy to work? Then our quest will be complete. If not, still pretty darn good when you have, I'd say, at least 15 lures that work today. That rattle trap, that last fish I caught popped right through some weeds, and that's when it was hit. So maybe we just bounce this guy off a couple of weeds and it'll get hit. Hey, fish on. there you have it, everybody. Every lure I tried today, I caught either a bass or a northern on. And that's a pretty amazing day of fishing. Sometimes you come out and you have all these plans of catching big fish or whatever. Today I just came out, I wanted to catch fish. And once I started catching them, I thought, you know, it'd be fun to see how many lures I could catch a fish with. Because goodness knows I have a lot of lures. And this Arashi, it's the third spot I tried it, finally got one in. In the process, caught a couple of big fish too. So, you know what? Maybe that switching of lures leads to some better fish. I got the landing coming up here. I'm gonna take out the lure that caught the biggest fish, which is this thunder cricket. And I'm gonna cast that on the way in, see if we can get another big one. If not, what a nice morning of fishing. I appreciate you watching this video. Thanks so much. I'll see you on the next one.